Hello, beautiful people. It's Alanna. Welcome back to Recipe for Crazy. I have a very special guest today. She is responsible for the birth of what some people like to think is an evil person. That person would be me. So I'm sitting down with my mom today and we're talking all things crazy. If you've been listening, you know, my mom has cancer. She's in treatment right now. She's gone through chemo. She's in radiation. I'm in Florida currently. I'm hanging out, spending time with family. I haven't really spent a lot of time here. Usually I come here very quickly. I'm like in and out. I like come for the holiday and I'm like, peace out, gotta go. Because I'm like a cat, okay? I like to be alone. I come around when I'm ready and I don't like to be bothered. Recently, I've been very bothered. I've been jumping between my sister and my mom's house. We talk about my sister, Alexis. So when you hear her name, that's who we're talking about. And I've just been going, quite frankly, insane. So right now I'm on an Airbnb, just getting some peace and quiet. Last week I had an explosive... Why does it sound weird? I don't care because I'm not recording this again. It's just, you're just gonna have to deal with it. What is that sound? Last week was quite an explosive episode where I finally named the names. I know a lot of people want receipts. They want proof. Of course. Why wouldn't you? You know, the whole thing that happened with Clayton Eckerd. That's how you say his last name. Eckerd, the former bachelor, and the situation with that woman who was pregnant with twins really didn't do much for the credibility of women lately, right? So after that episode, I had a lot of podcasts reach out to me wanting me to come on, talk about it. I ended up deciding to go on Courtney Robertson's podcast, After Reality, and that episode will be airing. I'm going to post this episode, I believe, today, which is Tuesday, and it should be airing tomorrow. So check out her podcast. We go into a lot of those details, and I think I'm going to have her on next week to, you know, further elaborate. I've been thinking about doing a Reddit AMA or an Instagram AMA. I don't really know. That's not really something that I'm interested in doing. I'm not really trying to catch a case. It's not really in the budget right now. So I'm really trying to mind my P's and Q's here while speaking to the things that happened to me, because all the things that happened are very personal, and there's nowhere in the contracts that say you can't talk about your relationship with your ex-boyfriend. So it's very blurred lines. There's also a lot of insane allegations being made, and I want to make sure that those things are talked about in the manner that they deserve to be talked about, which is serious. So that is what we did when we talked, and I'm excited to hear the episode, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it. So check out her podcast when that comes out if you want to hear more information, and I'll probably have her on next week. But anyways, I really love this episode that you're about to hear. This interview, it's not really an interview, but this conversation with my mom. It was really fun, and I was really surprised at how natural she was and just comfortable she was in the microphone, because God forbid you pull up a phone and try and take a picture of her. She hides behind a chair. She does not like any photos of her. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate ya. And enjoy the episode. Okay, ladies and gents, we have a special guest, my mother, Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, how are you?
Oh my God, you're starting with a fake voice.
No, just trying to be cordial.
What? Cordial with who? Is this a job interview?
It feels like it. It feels like it, yes. Mm-hmm. You're interviewing me. I'm trying to be, you know.
Okay, let me explain something to you. This isn't an interview. It's a conversation amongst two individuals. Just be normal. Hello, how you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good today, thank you.
Do we have to do the fake voice?
I'm trying to just, I'm not, this is me. Hello.
Okay. You do have two voices. Can you admit that?
My angry voice and my happy voice, yes.
What's your angry voice?
When I get mad.
What does that sound like?
Alanna, clean your room. Alanna, pick up your stuff.
Okay, you don't have to really say that to me anymore. I'm 34.
I know, but when you come back in the house, it feels like old times again, you know.
Yeah, I know. Like this morning when you were like hesitant to let me drive to get a coffee.
I know. It's back to the old days. What time are you going to be home? Where you going? Who are you going with?
You gotta cut that shit right now because I will lose my goddamn mind. I'll literally lose my mind.
I can't help going back to the same habits. Go ahead. I'm trying though. I am really trying. I'm trying.
Okay. Well, you're really gonna be upset when I go to Miami next week.
Oh God. Yes, I am.
I mean, it's not like I just haven't lived in Los Angeles for 10 years by myself. Like, I can't go to Miami for a night.
No, you can. I just need to know who you're seeing.
Oh, no. That is not happening. That is not happening. Not even close. In fact, I'm going to be hanging out with a group of gang members. The Bloods, actually.
The Bloods or the Crips?
Bloods. I'm going to stick with the Bloods because I look good in red.
Okay. All right.
So, they don't really have a phone number. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you reach them, but...
Well, just, text me when you get there and text me when you...
I won't be able to because it's my initiation night, so I have to kill somebody.
Oh, jeez.
People who are driving around without their headlights on.
Well, be careful of the aliens down there. There was a article where there was aliens in the mall, at a Bayside Mall in New Year's Day.
Excuse me?
Didn't you see the article?
I must have missed that. Can you... What? What happened?
There was an article, well, it was all over TikTok. Like 100 cop cars went to the Bayside Mall. There's something about aliens down there. I don't know. I don't know. I just skimmed through it. So
you don't. When anything is regarding aliens, you don't skim through it. So give me the details here. What happened?
All I know. That's all I know right now.
Aliens in the Bayside Mall.
Mm-hmm. Aliens in the Bayside Mall. So be careful of the aliens down there.
Are they harming people?
They're 10 feet tall, apparently.
Where did you read this? What publication?
TikTok.
So it's reliable.
Yes.
You believe it?
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Could be.
But we should always just be aware.
Absolutely.
Tell me how you feel about aliens.
I definitely believe in aliens. I know there's aliens. There's reptiles, there's the grays, and then there's another type. There's 3 types. Forgot the other type. But there's the grays, the reptiles, and something else. They look more human. That third alien looks a little more human.
When it comes to aliens, what do you think is going to happen in like the next 10 to 20 years? Like what is going to come out?
I think eventually it's all going to come out that they're here. They've been here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think, they're covering it up. They're letting it out slowly, bits and pieces of it, But I definitely believe it's going to come out eventually. Because I think they don't want to scare the public. They're putting out little things here and there,
What do you think the aliens are doing right now? Like right now in this moment? Do you think they have podcasts or like what are they doing?
I think there's aliens here that wouldn't even know who aliens are. You could be an alien for all I know. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know. You could be an alien.
I could. We don't know. You could be in contact with aliens right now. You don't even know it.
Anyone, if it was someone that we knew in our lives, who would be an alien that you think?
Personally, no.
Yeah. I could always bleep their name, so don't filter yourself. Who I could bleep their name, so just say the name. Who's an alien? If someone had to be an alien that we know, that mutually we both know, who would it be? Or a celebrity? Anybody?
Oh, celebrities. Definitely celebrities. Yeah, absolutely.
Who? Which celebrities are aliens?
Give me a minute. Let me think. Well, even politicians could be aliens. Absolutely.
I think politicians for sure.
Oh, for sure, politicians for sure. No doubt in my mind about that. But I don't know. I don't know. It could be anybody. I don't know.
You've never had like a suspicion?
Who do you think? You think so too. You sound the same mindset as me. What do you think?
If there were aliens here right now, what do I think they'd be doing? Who would they be? I have so many theories about that. There's not like one specific thing that I think for sure, but I think that we are aliens.
Oh yeah, but we don't come from this planet.
No, and I think that we are machines. Like think about when you hear like ringing in your head. Yeah. Like
I always thought that ringing in your head was someone's talking about you.
No, I think it's our like wires crossing.
Oh, that could be.
Maybe because someone's talking about us. But, I mean, not having hearing this week actually really made me think about this, because I could really only hear like what was going on in my head, if that makes sense.
Right.
And I felt like it just like reminded me that I'm literally a machine.
Oh yeah, we're definitely machines. We're definitely machines. I don't know what type of machine we are, but we're definitely machines.
And like the way the brain works and like it's just so, the chemistry is so beyond any other kind of living organism that's on this planet besides us. So I think we were definitely planted and are some type of alien for sure.
Absolutely. But I have a lot of theories, so I don't know. There's so many different theories.
Do you think we're in a simulation?
Well, yeah, that's one of my theories too, is we're a simulation. Absolutely. I mean, look, remember how you used to play with that simulation, was it The Sims? Mm-hmm. You controlled that whole little civilization. I mean...
Yeah, those people were real to me.
Real. They were real.
I'm a murderer, thanks. I killed a lot of them.
I mean, absolutely, we could be in one. Absolutely. That's another theory. I mean, there's a lot of theories out there. And then I also believe, here's another theory of mine, because this runs through my head a lot, is that we live on, the earth is not round, it's flat.
You are a flat earther. I do know that.
Yes, I am. I'm a flat earther.
How does one become a flat earther?
Listening to TikTok and listening to all the people on it.
What are the statements that you've heard that have drawn you to this conclusion?
It makes sense.
Okay, but that's not a statement. That's just like an opinion. What makes sense exactly?
Well, I don't believe we ever went to the moon. That's my first thing. I don't believe in planets. I don't think there's planets. I think they're just stars that are big and we could see them. In the Bible, it says we live under a firmament. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like a dome over the earth. And above the dome is an ocean. And we cannot penetrate the rockets cannot go through that dome. You cannot get through it. How did they get to the moon? Because you can't get past that dome over the earth. There's no way of getting through it. So I don't believe that we ever went to the moon, because and if you look at the images of us going to the moon, it looks so fake. It's like a movie.
And why aren't there new images? When was the last time anyone...
Yeah, we haven't been to the moon since.
We need to do some research here, because I'm actually interested in this. Also, it makes me think, like, we're just like test monkeys, pretty much. Like, what are we even doing here? Why are we all just like on this freaking planet? We can't go anywhere, can't do anything. And you know, this whole planet thing and the way they like give it to you when you're a kid, they make it like very easily digestible. So you can like be a person and exist, because the truth of the matter is society and the people that control the world just want us to be workers. And you go to school just so you can learn how to be a worker, so you can contribute to society, so the upper echelon can just continue living their very extravagant, rich lives. And we are just worker bees on this ant farm working. So they present us these facts so it's like palatable.
Bullshit. I think everything they say is bullshit. I don't believe anything they say. I don't believe in anything, because I don't believe anybody. I don't believe in their bull. I mean, what we were taught in school, I don't believe. I just don't.
You would believe me when I said I was sleeping at a friend's house, but I was really going to a party when I was in high school. I
didn't believe you. I didn't believe you, because I used to do the same thing when I was a kid.
So what are we supposed to do? We're living in this rat race and they're feeding us a bunch of bullshit and everyone's a liar. So you have to play the game, right?
It's sort of a game. And also, you know, there's parts of Antarctica you cannot go to. You know that.
Yes, I'm aware. I don't really want to go to Antarctica personally, but yes, I know.
Because there's an ice wall that surrounds this whole Earth. You cannot get past it. There's a land that goes beyond. I mean, there's so much land behind Antarctica, but there's an ice wall there you can't get through. So if you listen to some of these people on TikTok, I mean, it's really convincing. It really is. I mean, I didn't realize it until I started listening to them all, and they convinced me. So I'm a conspiracy theorist, so, you know, I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm kind of crazy in my little circle of friends, but I don't care. I don't care.
But what do you do with this information?
Nothing. I just, what can I do? I'm just one little person. I can't.
Oh, here's the crazy thing to me. Okay. all the time, all these things that you know, all these research things you do, all your conspiracy theories, your thoughts about the universe and aliens and all these things that consume your mind. But then you waste so much of your mind, you used to, not anymore, thinking about men.
Oh, I'm past that.
But when you did.
I'm 70 years old now, so I don't
think you're older than 70.
No, I'm not. I'm 70 years old.
Okay, well, you used to lie about your age a lot, so I don't know.
I was born in 1953. I'm 70 years old.
Okay, continue.
Well, yeah, I was boy crazy when I was little.
And old. Up until like 10 years ago. It was 5 years ago, really. For being honest.
Yeah, well, I passed that. Past that stage. But
would you ever think, like, when you were going crazy over a guy and thinking about a guy, would you ever think, like, this is so stupid, we're on, like, a planet?
No, I didn't think like that back then.
Really? But you think like that now?
Yes.
You know, I've always thought like that.
Really?
I mean, don't you remember when I've always been like this, don't you think?
Yeah, yes, I do. But I didn't think about that. I occupied myself with, liking guys, not, dating, I didn't occupy myself with thinking about
the world.
The world. I really didn't. In fact, I didn't even know who the president was in 1970. I mean, I just didn't pay attention. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy.
With boys.
Too busy with boys.
What is your advice? Because you had a divorce when you had a kid. You've been divorced twice. You and dad separated when I was like 6 and 5, and you were in your 40s. Early 40s.
Like 41, 42, around there.
Okay, so what advice do you have for people who have kids who are dating?
Oh, it's very difficult. Number one, I would never bring a guy.
Okay, let's stop about... See, here's the thing. I don't want you to say things you would never do, because everything you're about to say you would never do, you did.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, as advice from living that experience.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
Okay, from living that experience, I would never bring a guy around my kids unless I was going to get married to him. I don't bring around guys you're dating, because guys come and go constantly. It's not, I would only bring a guy around if it was really serious and you were going to get married and you were going to start, a life together. Then you incorporate each other's children. But other than that, I made a lot of mistakes. Stupid. But
what do you think is one of like the most important things you've learned in your life at this, like right now?
There's so many things. I would before you marry anybody, really know them. I mean, oh my God, I just married guys, my sexual heightness towards them, like everything was about sex back then. You can't think like that. You gotta think logically. And they never thought logically. And you really have to know the person. You really have to know where they come from, their family, their habits, their addictions. I mean, you got to know them, because if you don't, you ended up in divorce. You really do, because you're going to find out things that you should have known before you married them.
You know what I will say about what I think was your problem? What? Is you were never mindful.
No, I wasn't. I know I wasn't. I never thought logically. No, I didn't.
No, your head was in the clouds.
Yes, always. Always, my head was always in the clouds. Yes. I didn't think what I was doing. I didn't think it out. I just reacted. I reacted on impulse, and that is the worst thing you can do. The worst. But now I overthink things. Now I don't know if I could even date anybody now, because I have so many standards. It's like now I overthink everything. So I'm alone right now because, I don't want to bring anybody into my life.
But you also focus too much on a partner, even for me and for other people. It's like life. I understand that like the basic nature of like being a human is like finding a partner and having someone.
You should have a partner. Yeah, I think.
But that's not the. But like it's not.
It's not the only thing, and I know it's not the most important thing. But it's better to go through life with someone you really get along with, you have a lot in common with.
But if you find that person, because think about, you were always doing a mad dash to have someone, to find someone, like same thing that other people we know are doing. And it's like, you have to like, if you don't have someone, that's okay.
That's okay. If you can't, well, listen, if you end up not finding anybody, that's okay too. As long as you're happy. As long as you're happy in your life. That's fine if you don't find anybody. But to me, it's better to have somebody in your life.
But you've never even had a healthy relationship. So how would you know if that's the best thing?
No, I have not had a healthy relationship with anybody. I really haven't. That's because I acted on impulse with every guy I ever was with. I didn't want to be alone. I just,
Well, I think it's hard for you to be vulnerable with people, with men.
I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out yet. But now I don't even care if I have somebody.
I know I figured it out for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for figuring it out.
Let me know if you want to know my theory.
I don't know if I want to know your theory. I don't know. I got to think about that. But I think, I felt like that was the thing to do back then. In my day, you found someone, you get married, you had children.
And that's not what people are doing now?
A lot of people are doing that now, yes. But it's okay to be single too. It's okay. Back then, it wasn't okay to be single. Now it's okay. It's fine. If you're content in your life and content in your career and your friends, and that's fine. But I still believe that if you find the right person and you're compatible and you have things in common and they're a good guy and they think about you and what you want and you think about them and what they want, it's a mutual thing, and you have trust and love and respect. Respect is very important. You have to respect the person you're with. If you lose respect, forget it. You got to have respect for that person.
I have a very interesting video that you need to watch.
Okay.
It's a video about you.
It's a video about me?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I want to see it.
Let me see if I have it. Hold the microphone.
Do I have to see it? Do I really want to see it?
Yeah, I think it's important for you to see it.
Why do I need to see it?
Because it's like, will help you. I think.
Help me what? What is it going to help me do at this age?
Huh?
What is it going to help me at 70 years old?
I think
I'm on the last stretch.
I think it's something for you to reflect on.
Why do I need to reflect? What's it going to do for me? It's too late.
It's not too late. I think. Hold that. Let me see if I have it. Hold on. I think you want to see this.
Why do I want to see it?
Because it's fascinating. So I'm going to show this to my therapist, to be honest with you.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Louise. Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise is right. I have one little clip I can show you.
Let me see. Oh my God, look how young I was. Wow. Oh my, I was pretty. Look how cute I was. Wow. Oh my God, that was my early 40s.
What do you think I should do about that?
Who's that guy? Who the heck is that guy? Oh, that's her first. Oh my God, he's cute. Who is he? That was Alexis's first boyfriend.
Ask for Rick and check up on him and see where he is.
Who is he checking on?
Rick.
Oh my God.
Isn't that right?
That's right.
Well, don't you think there's something wrong with that?
No.
Yes.
Come on. Alex, talk to me.
Hey, if it's over, right?
Would you really ask that of him? Yes, I would. What is? I need to know.
Oh.
You're asking Alexis's boyfriend to prank call your boyfriend's work to see if he still works there. Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh, well, I did a lot of prank calls with boys back then. Oh my God, this is so funny.
Hi, is Rick there?
Oh my God.
Does he work there anymore? Oh, wow. Do you know where he went?
Oh my God.
All right, thanks. He doesn't work there anymore.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh my God.
I was right. I fucking knew it.
What I was crazy.
Yeah.
I was absolutely crazy.
I knew it. Alex just told me he doesn't work here anymore. He's been gone for a couple of weeks. I knew it.
Why was I so obsessed with this guy?
Why?
Why was I so obsessed?
I would love to know.
I don't know myself. Why
First of all, the man lied and said he owned a restaurant. He was the host. He was like the maitre d'.
Why was I so obsessed with him? Oh my God, I was crazy.
Yeah.
I was absolutely insane.
Yeah, why? What was it? Does he have a huge dick or something?
No. I don't understand why. You know what it is? It was, I could tell you what it is.
He didn't want you.
He didn't want me, and why I couldn't understand, because every guy wanted me back then, because I was cute back then. I was, and I had a good shape, and it was funny. I couldn't understand why he didn't want me. Why didn't he want me? And that's what drove me to want him. You always want what you can't have. That's the bottom line.
Well, you specifically have that really bad.
I have that really bad. If a guy didn't like me, I couldn't understand why they didn't like me. And I wanted them to like me. And he wouldn't like me the way I wanted him to like me. And it was like I was going to get him no matter what. And once I got him, oh God, I didn't want him after that.
I couldn't stand him.
He was disgusting.
He was absolutely disgusting.
I hated him after it. After I got him, I didn't even like him. Well, I wasted so much time.
Years. My mom, you dated this guy for years. And then we were in the Keys on a family vacation, and you got in a fight with your sister. He came to pick us up from the Keys, which is 5 hours from where we lived. He picked us up. This is the second time I've ever seen this man in my life, in his green Volkswagen Bug. Drives us back to the house, sleeps over.
Never leaves.
Never left for 2 years.
And never loved for 2 years. Yeah, I know.
After he rung you around the rosy for 5 years before that.
I know. Wait, what a waste of time. Wasted good years. Wasted my good years on an asshole.
What's the trick to getting over somebody?
Finding somebody else.
I said, get in bed with somebody else. Literally, it's the only way. People ask me all the time, Alanna, how do you get over somebody? I'm like, get with somebody else. That is it.
That's the only way. I found somebody else. I found Anthony.
Oh, God, another one. You have a horrible picker.
I am a horrible picker of men. I am. I admit it. I am. That's why I have nobody in my life today, because I can't pick the right guy.
It's safer that way.
I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself for picking a man. So I am manless right now.
Thank God. We're all safer that way. I'm so scared that some man's going to come into your life and steal your fortune.
Yes, my big fortune here. I am so scared. Yeah, that's why I have no one in my life, because I don't trust myself. You know, I can't detect if they're good people or not people. I don't have that good radar. I'm not good at it. So I stay alone. I absolutely stay alone.
Okay, what was I like as a kid?
You were funny. You're a funny kid. You were very funny, and you're very smart. You're always very smart, and you are very, very funny. You're a control freak. You are a freaking control freak. You always have been, and you still are.
What would I do?
You controlled everybody. You controlled your friends. You control. I mean, come on. You were a control freak.
I know. I know that about myself now.
And I couldn't tell you what to do. You knew everything. You were right about everything. You wouldn't listen. You would not listen.
Because I am right about everything.
Oh my God. You were too much. You were cute though. You were a cute little kid, but you were a brat. You were a little spoiled. I miss those days. I miss when you guys were little.
Oh God, I'm glad it's over.
Oh God. I don't. I wish
I just wanted to get out of this house this whole time.
I know you wanted out, but I did too when I was younger too. I always wanted out. I wanted to get it on my own. I left it.
But I'll tell you, after staying at Alexis's house for the last couple weeks, Lexi's house the past couple weeks, I couldn't wait to get it back here.
Really?
Well, I'm just so sick.
Well, you were sick. You need peace.
I'm not used to 3 kids running around like crazy.
Yeah. Well, I know that's how it is when you have children. Even when you're sick, you got to take care of them and be sick. It's very difficult.
That's why I need to be really rich.
Yes. so you can have somebody take care of your kids while you're sick.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I can be poor and have kids.
It's difficult. It's difficult because you got to do it all.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work raising kids. Yes, it's a lot of, especially if you get divorced and you have to do it by yourself. It's very difficult. That's why I say, before you get married, make sure it's the right one. Because you get kids, you get divorced, oh boy, you got a hard life.
Yep.
Before you get hooked up with anybody and have kids with them, you better know them inside and out, know their family, know their grandmother, know their uncle, know everything about them.
You're much better at podcasting than Alexis was.
I am.
Oh my God, yeah.
Why, what would she do?
She's just like overthinking everything she says, as if it's like she's like up for the presidential election. I'm not even going to air that podcast because I'm like, you can't, because she just can't be normal and have a conversation. I'm like, just talk.
Oh.
And she's like, I can't talk about that. I can't. I'm like, what?
She's worried what's next. She's going to say the wrong thing.
Well, all I do is say the wrong thing, so I'm used to it now. All right, that was pretty good. Thanks, Mom.